continue with the question number 3 of this exercise 3.3. The question is, can a quadrilateral ABCD be a parallelogram? So remember students, we should again recall all the characteristics of parallelogram. That pair of opposite sides are equal, both the pair. Adjacent angles are 180 and opposite angles are equal. So if this conditions satisfied all the characteristics, so we can say yes it can be, and if does not satisfy we can say it cannot be. So let's come to the first one. It is said that angle D plus angle B. So we can see here in the diagram B and D are the opposite angles. So the sum of, suppose they are adjacent angles, so it must be 180. But these are the pair of opposite angles. So B and D 180 when it is possible, if we can say B and D both are same, and if it is 90. So either the quadrilateral is a square or it could be a rectangle. So we can say that the condition which is given here, this could be a parallelogram, it cannot be a parallelogram. So the answer can be, it can be if this condition exists and it is not applicable all the times. So this condition say that it can be or it cannot be. Let's come to the second question. AB and CD both are same. AB and CD both are same, that is given 8 cm. AD is given 4 cm while BC is given 4.4 cm. So here you can see that one pair of opposite sides are equal, but another pair of opposite sides are not equal. AD is not equals to BC. So we can say this does not satisfy the criteria or the elements of the parallelogram. That means agar ye 8 hai, so this both must be equal, either 4 or 4 or 4.4 or 4.4. So we can say this condition can say no, it is not a parallelogram. Let us move towards the next one. Angle A is 70 and angle C is 65. Again, remember the pair of opposite angles. Here I have written angle B. Just a minute. Let us see that question. No, that is given angle C in the question. I am really sorry. Angle A is 70 and angle C is 65. So we can say that A and C, they both are opposite angles. So A and C must be equal and they are not equal. So again we can say this condition does not satisfy that it is a parallelogram. So for the given first condition it cannot, it can be, it cannot be. For second and third we can say no, the given condition does not satisfy that ABCD is a parallelogram. Let's see the question number 4. It is given in the question that draw a figure of a quadrilateral which is not a parallelogram but has exactly two opposite angles of equal measures. So from the diagram I hope you understand this. It's a kite. It's a kind of quadrilateral. So in the quadrilateral kite we can say the pair of opposite angles are of equal measures. And the pair of adjacent angles are of equal measures. Exactly. Fine. These two are equal sides. So we can say that kite is the quadrilateral which has pair of opposite angles are equal, but it is not a parallelogram. Let us see this question. It is given the measure of two adjacent angles of a parallelogram are in the ratio 3:2. So let us consider that A and B are the two adjacent angles of quadrilateral or parallelogram ABCD and the ratio is 3:2. Find the measure of each of the angles. So remember students, whenever they have given the angles in the ratio, so we will go for the x. So angle A is 3x and angle B is 2x. Now we should recall the property of parallelogram. The pair of adjacent angles are supplementary. Angle A plus angle B is equals to 180 degree. So we can say that they are pair of adjacent angles. We have both the angles in the form of x. So let us note it down. 3x plus 2x is equals to 180. The sum of 3x and 2x, that is 5x. So 5x is 180. So we can say that the value of x is 180 divided by 5. So value of x is equals to 5 3s are 5 6s. See, remember, x is not the answer. We have to find out a, b, c, d. So let us substitute this value in angle A, which is 3x. So 3 into 36. So that is 108. And let us go for angle B. That is 2x. So 2 into 36. So that is 72. It is also mentioned into the question. We have to find out the remaining angles also. One of the property we know that the pair of opposite angles are equal. So angle A and angle C are same. So we can say angle C is also 108. The same way, angle B and angle D are also same. So angle D is same as angle B, that is 72. Thus we obtain measure of all the angles of this parallelogram. Let us see this question. We can correlate this with the previous question. It is given that two adjacent angles of a parallelogram have equal measures. In the previous question they have given that in the ratio. So let us consider that ABCD is a parallelogram. So the pair of adjacent angles, that is A and B. So it is given that A and B are equal measures. Let us consider both the values as x. So as we have done the previous one, that when the two adjacent angles, the property of the pair of two adjacent angles, they are supplementary. That means they are 180. They are adjacent angles of a parallelogram. Here they have given both the values are same. So let us consider that x plus x is 180. So we can say 2x is 180. So the value of x is equals to 180 divided by 2. Therefore we can say that the value of x is 90. Okay, so as the value of x is 90, we can say either it is a square or a rectangle. So this could be the different diagrams. But find the measure of each angle. So here we can say that angle A is same as x, that is 90. B is same as x, so it is also 90. We discussed earlier also that a pair of opposite angles are same. So again we can come to the conclusion that values of all the angles of this quadrilaters are same, that is 90. So this quadrilateral must be a square or a rectangle. It could be a rectangle or a square. Let us see this question, it's a good one. It is said that HOPE, it is a parallelogram, and we have to find out the value of x, y and z. Two angles they have given here. One is angle EHP, that is 40 degree, and another is exterior angle of O. Exterior of angle O, that is 70. Now let's see this. We can see one relation between this H and Y. If you can see, this both are the parallel lines and this is the transversal HP. So we can say that angle EHP, that means this angle EHP, this way, EHP is same as angle HPO. We can write the reason: they are forming the pair of alternate angles. As they are pair of alternate angles. So this angle we have 40. So this angle HPO, it must be same, that is 40. So HPO is Y. So we obtain Y is 40. So Y we obtain. Now X and Z is left. Now we can see that this is the supplementary angle because it form a linear pair. So let us find out angle POX plus interior is 180 minus exterior angle of O, this is 70. This both are forming linear pair. So we can say POH is equals to 110. Now let us recall one property. This angle HOP or POH is same as angle X. Now angle POH is same as angle PEH because they are pair of opposite angles. So we obtain Y. This is 110. No, X. This is X angle. So X and Y we obtain. Now let's find out the Z one. Now you can see this is a triangle OPH. Now for triangle HOP, I'll use angle sum property. Fine. So Z plus Y plus interior of angle O is 180. I've used angle sum property of triangle. Z we have to find out, Y we obtain, that is 40, and angle O also we obtain, that is 110. So let us keep the Z as it is. The sum of this two is 150 is 180. Let me take this 50 to the right hand side. So the value of Z is 180 minus 150. So the value of Z is 3030 degree. Thus the value of X, Y and Z is obtained. It's a good question of 3 marks. Look at this question. It is given G, U and S is a parallelogram. The pair of opposite sides are given and we have to find out X and Y. So it is a parallelogram. So we know that in a parallelogram, the pair of opposite sides are equal. So we can say that SN is equals to GU. They are the pair of opposite side. So this is 26 and this is 3y minus y. So we can see it's form a linear equation in one variable. Let me take this one to the left hand side. So it comes in the addition. So 27 is equals to 3y. I'll take 3 left hand side. It comes in the denominator. So 27 upon 3, that is y. So the value of y we obtain 9. This is quite easy. 9 3s are 27. The same way we can say that the rest of pair of opposite side, that is SG is equals to NU. SG is 3x and NU is equals to 18. So the value of x is equals to 18 by 3. So it is 3 6 are 18. So we obtain the value of x is 6. So thus the value of x and y is obtained using the characteristics of a parallelogram. Let's see the second number. This question is better than the previous one. Here it is given that RU and S is a parallelogram. Here the values which are given here, look at this, x plus y, y plus 7, 16 and 20. So let us write this intersecting point as O. So look at this, which values are given. ON, which is x plus y, OR, that is 16, OU, that is y plus 7, and OS, that is 20. So you can see that basically SU and RN, they are the diagonals. So we have to use the property of diagonals. So we can say that diagonals bisect each other. So we can say that diagonals RN and SU bisect at point O. Bisect each other. So we discuss what is bisect. मतलब ये values same होगा and this values are same. So we can say that OS is equals to OU and OR is equals to ON. So let us use both of this to find out x and y. So we'll go for first OS is equals to OU. You can go for this also, but here we have to find out x and y both. So let's go for this first. So it is quite easy. So this is 20 and y plus 7. Let us take 7 to the left hand side. It comes in the subtraction. 20 minus 7 is equals to y. So the value of y is equals to 13. Now the second one, that is the another diagonal bisect each other, that is OR is equals to ON. OR is given 16 and ON is x plus y. Now look at here, the value of y which we have already obtained. So let us substitute that value. Y is 30. This is the y which I have substituted here, 30. I will take this 13 left hand side now. So 16 minus 13 is equals to x. So we can say that 3 is equals to x. So the value of x we obtain, that is 3. So thus we obtain both the values of x and y. Let us see the last question of this exercise, and is one of the most important question. Remember students, this could be the 4-mark question sometimes. Let us see that what is given. So here there are two parallelogram given. RISK. This is one parallelogram. RISK. So if I draw this diagram independently. So this is the diagram RISK. And this angle is given 120. Another CLUE. This is the another parallelogram given, and the diagram would be like this. If you can see this CLUE, and this angle is given 70. Now let's see that which angle we need to find out. This is the angle X, this much, that we have to find out. So if you observe this carefully, this both are intersecting somewhere here. Let us give that point of. Now to find out this angle, if we have this angle and this angle, that means angle E and angle S. So this third angle can be found out using the angle sum property of a triangle. I repeat what I explained. अगर मैं ये triangle की बात करूँ OES, we need to find out x. So if we have the angle E and S, so the third angle is easily find out by using the angle sum property. So now let's see how we'll find out E and S. Let's come to the first diagram, RISK. So we can see that this angle S and angle K, that is a relation. And the relation is what? Correct. They are supplementary, or we can say 180. They are adjacent angles. So for this parallelogram RISK, we can say that angle K is equals to 120 degree. We'll use that angle S plus angle K is equals to 180. The reason they are adjacent angles. So angle S plus angle K, that is 120, is 180. I take this right hand side. So we can say angle S is equals to 60. So angle S we obtain. So this angle S we obtain, that is 60. Now let's see that how to obtain E. So this is the angle we require. So do we have any relation between these two? Yes, that is absolutely correct. For this parallelogram CLUE, we can say this pair of opposite angles and E, they are always equal. Pair of opposite angles. So L is 70. So we will get angle E is also 70. So now we'll talk about this triangle OES. For triangle OES, we use angle sum property. Angle E plus angle S plus angle O is equals to 180. E we obtain, that is 70. S is 60 and O is X. Let us do the sum of this two, that is 130 plus X. I'll take 130 to the right hand side. So we will obtain the value of x is equals to 180 minus 130. Therefore, x is equals to 50 degree. Thus, we obtain the value of x. Remember students, it is one of the most important question of this exercise. Thank you.